Alright, this is 4-2. Let me write the date on here. Oh man, what happened to my creeper? Alright, today's the 9th. And this is 4-2. Alright, side postulate. We talked about it a little bit yesterday, but this is the official version of it, so you're going to want to write this down. If three sides of one triangle are congruent to three sides of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. If three sides of one are congruent to three sides of another, then the triangles are congruent. If three sides of one triangle are congruent to three sides of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. Wonder what happened over here. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, so let's write a congruence statement now. A congruence statement about these two triangles. The triangle on the left. What do you want to call it, Aisha? Triangle. 3 letters. That's a P. Good. APG is going to be congruent to triangle FNL. Very good. Now watch. Here's how you got to finish it. You got to write by SSS. That's your explanation. Triangle APG is congruent to triangle FNL by SSS, which is the abbreviation for side postulate. Okay? And make sure you understand the importance of the orders of the letters. Alright, the order of the letters is real important. Any questions there? Side is pretty simple. So did I, but then when I went, you'll see, when I go to my cursor in a second. Say that a little louder. Go ahead. It went APG. So look, we started at A, right? And we went to P. So we went through the 3 hash marks. Yeah, I changed the letters from the book to give it a little different. All right. Turn the page and look at the top of 240. And you're welcome. I got it. See, it's recording.
You recorded that?
Hey, you're going to be on YouTube tonight. Alright, let's look here. You can show relationships between a pair of corresponding sides and an included angle. The word included refers to angles and the sides of a triangle as shown at the right. So I want you to write this down. An included angle is formed by corresponding sides. Corresponding sides. And here's what I mean. Side BA and side CA. Okay, those two sides form angle A, don't they? Angle A is called an included angle. It's included in both of those sides. Alright? Do you see side AB and side BC? What's the included angle there? Angle B. And side BC and side CA, what's the included angle there? Side C. Good. Now this term, included angle, is going to show up in your next definition, or your next postulate. So, postulate 4.2, write it down. If two sides and the included angle of one triangle, if two sides and the included angle of one triangle, and the rest of it's in your book. It's talented. If two sides and the included angle of one triangle are congruent to two sides and the included angle of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. So what they're saying in this picture is that if AB is congruent to DE, okay, and then AC is congruent to DF, then if these angles, the included angles, are also congruent, then triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Okay? Make sense? Alright, good. Turn the page. Let's look at problem 3. Don't look below the picture. Just look at the picture right now. Would you use side, 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 or side, angle, side to prove the triangle is congruent? If there's not enough information to prove the triangle is congruent, write not enough information. So, looking at these two triangles, what would you use to prove they are congruent? Tyler?
Side, angle, side.
Side, angle, side. Does anybody agree? Wow, nobody agrees. Christian does. Nobody agrees with Tyler. He's got like the highest grade in the class. I would have my hand up if I was y'all.
No, that just made sense to me because at first it didn't, but then when you said side, angle, side, I looked and then 2 on the side and then a little thing for the angle and then the side. That makes sense.
Very good. Only 3 people agree with you though. So somebody that doesn't agree with him, tell me why you don't agree.
I don't understand.
Alright, let's kind of go with, here's what we're talking about right now. We're talking about, you got 2 triangles, right? You're asked if they're congruent. You said, yeah. I'm going to say why. You got 2 reasons to pick why they're congruent. Either all the sides are the same, or a side, an angle, and a side are the same. So are all the sides the same? You don't know, do you? You don't know if that side's the same as that side. So you can't use side, side, side. Okay? So your next option is side, angle, side. Side, angle, side says that if a side, an included angle, and a side is congruent to a side, included angle, and a side, then the triangles are congruent. Alright, so can you use side, angle, side here? Okay, now, if I label, let's call this triangle NBA, and we're going to call this triangle the CFL. Now, let's write a congruent statement and then explain your answer. Who wants to volunteer? This is a 10-point bonus question. Kevin, go ahead. Slow down. NBA is congruent to triangle Yeah,
It does matter a lot.
it matters a lot. Look at all this class participation. This is awesome. Time out. Time out. This one started with the N, didn't it? Which is at the angle with the mark. This one has to start with at the angle with the mark. So it's got to go to F. Now, this goes from N down the side with 2 marks. So this has to go F down the side with 2 marks. So it's got to be F, L, C. Okay? The first triangle isn't important, what you call it. The order of the letters in the first triangle doesn't matter. It has to match up. Now, here's how you finish it. You say by S-A-S. Okay? Very good. God, that was a great discussion. How about B? B. Can you use side, side, side? No. Can you use side, angle, side?
Yes.
Ooh. Ooh. Who said yes?
I did.
Why?
Because there's 2 sides and congruent angle.
What's that word? What kind of angle?
Acute.
Included.
Oh, yeah.
Included. It had to be 2 sides and the included angle.
Oh, so
Okay.
that's not included.
This one is, isn't it? It's in between the 2 sides that are congruent. Is this angle in between the 2 sides that are congruent?
No.
It's not. So because of that, it's N-E-I. There's not enough information there. It's got to be the included angle.
So those little 2 lines have to be over by that.
Either these 2 lines needed to be here, or the angle mark needed to be up there. Not enough information. Okay? Is it making a little more sense? What about C down here? Okay, side, side, side. So let's put some O, I, L, and T, A, N. So who wants to write the congruent statements worth $5?
What? No.
Caitlin. Triangle oil.
Oil. And it's congruent to N-A-T.
Nat, good. Alright, you're not done. Got to get all that money. Beautiful. By side, side, side. Okay, when she started the triangle on the left with O and she went to I, okay, she started down here with at the end of the 1 mark and the end of the 2 mark, didn't she? So you got to start at the end of the 1 mark and 2 mark. So she had to start with an N. Now she went from there through the 1 mark, right? So you got to start here. You got to go through the 1 mark. So she went to the A. Then there's only 1 letter left. Make any sense? More sense?
Are you really gonna give her $5?
Yeah. I'm going to put it in her account. But if she misses each question she misses on the next quiz will be worth $5. So by the end of the year she'll owe me money. Okay, D. D. Side, 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 SAS, or NEI. Raise your hand for side, side, side. Well, there's some non-believers. Okay. Raise your hand for NEI. Okay. Raise your hand if you didn't raise your hand. Okay. Good. Good. Can you use side, side, side?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Let's see. Side, 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 congruent to side, side, side. Yeah. Well, what's the difference between these two pictures?
They're made by 2 of the same lines.
Doesn't matter. But can you use side, angle, side?
No.
Can you use side, angle, side?
No.
Aren't those two angles congruent?
No, but they're not in the same place, are they?
It doesn't matter if they're in the same place. It matters if they're the included angle. You've got a side, an included angle, and a side. And you've got a side, an included angle, and a side, don't you?
They are in the same place.
They are in the same place. They're between the 2 and the 1 hash marks, aren't they? And this is between the 2 and the 1 hash mark. So that makes it the included angle. And you know that those angles are congruent because they're vertical angles, right? So you can use side, 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 or side, angle, side, can't you? All right, so let's call this cat
Dog.
and 10. And this is worth $4. This congruent statement. Christian. C8, triangle CAT. Congruent to triangle. INT. Agreed? Very good. And then you're going to say, very good, by side, side, side. Or S. S. Okay? Clear? Nice job. Or, that's an or. My board's acting out. You know that they're vertical. They don't have to put an angle thing. If you see this, that angle's congruent to that angle, isn't it? I don't have to put the mark there. They're vertical angles. That one's congruent to that one, isn't it? By rule, I don't have to put a congruence mark there. Okay? Though in that case, they don't have to be marked because they're vertical angles.
So do you ever see vertical angles?
Well, if you know that the two sides
Yeah.
are congruent as well, yes. Yes. Any questions? All right, your assignment is page 242. One through 7. 1 through 7. 10 through 14. And 22 through 24. AB, lights please.